Hi everyone, welcome to the first video of my channel. What really inspired me to start making these videos is essentially my own background and going through different things that have happened to me and made me make these decisions. I realized I couldn't find the help that I needed. I couldn't find references from other people, and I really wanted to create this content for people who are ultimately going to go through the same things that I did. So, to start with introductions, my name is Heather. Hello. I am currently in the year 2020. I am going to be turning 26, and I will be hopefully starting at Ross University this fall. This will be my first semester, and it took me 3 cycles to get an acceptance. What I would ultimately like to do at this point in time is pursue laboratory exotics and or even emergency medicine. So to give you guys some more background on how I made my decisions, I went to undergrad at Delaware Valley University. I graduated there in 2016. I started my first application cycle then, but I had messed up and thankfully didn't lose any money. But I decided that I would then do a master's course. Why not? So I went to Drexel University for a master's in laboratory animal science, and that took 2 years. So graduating 2018, I did my first official application cycle where I didn't get any interviews. I got put on the wait list for one school, and then as I was going through my practicum at Janssen, um, I got an email saying that all the seats filled up before they even got close to my waitlist number. So I looked for another job after my practicum ended, which then made me move from Pennsylvania to New Jersey. I got a technician position at a general practice, which I thought was going to be kind of easier in comparison to the ER practice that I was previously working at before Janssen. So I worked at a general practice starting in August 2018, where I was mostly in surgery and then, of course, doing regular technician stuff. And I applied again for my second cycle. I applied to a lot of the same schools and a lot of the same letters of recommendation I had. And I received one uh, invite to interview. I thought it went pretty well, but I got put on the wait list. The school that I had previously got put on the wait list for the previous year decided that they didn't want my application, so they rejected me. When my applications got lost in the mail, and one school never got my GRE scores, so my application was incomplete. Ultimately, what happened is I was waiting to get my number pulled for the wait list, and of course, all the seats filled up, so I didn't get in again. I transferred to another hospital where I thought I would be getting more experience, which is where I am currently. I do a lot of surgery work there, though with COVID, surgeries aren't happening. So I'm mostly doing technician work, which is okay. Um, so I applied again and I decided to add in some different schools, schools that liked applicants who were experienced in the field already, had more of an idea on what they wanted to do, weren't just fresh out of school. So I applied to mostly those schools and I received one invitation to interview, which then I actually got an acceptance for. and that was for Ross University. As a few months went by, then I got notified from one of the doctors at my first hospital that Long Island University opened up their own veterinary school, and they just got a letter of accreditation, so they had to accept their first class in order to officially become accredited. I decided to go ahead and apply to see if I could get into a US school. I got an interview from them with technical issues. I got through the interview, and then they actually put me on the wait list. Given the time frame, I either had to accept my wait list at Long Island or accept my seat at Ross. So, as you guys know, I accepted my seat, which was guaranteed for me at Ross University. Because my path of getting here was so crazy and just took so many different turns and directions, and I'm not even diving into how my mental health was affected during this time. I really wanted to create something for people who are going through the same things that I went to. I didn't find anyone who could tell me apply to this school over this school. It's okay to decide that you don't want to go to vet school anymore. Here are some different options that you can do if you want to still pursue a career in animal science of some sort. Um, you're not any less of a person if you decide that you don't want to use your degree anymore, and just things like that. So, all of that will be covered in later videos. I will also be doing comparisons between island schools, state schools, and also bringing up the European schools. I'll also hopefully be interviewing vets in specific fields like general practice, emergency, maybe doing some surgeons because I have some networking there, laboratory animal science, maybe some zoo science, and also talking to other people who have taken different avenues with similar animal backgrounds that I do. So I hope this finds everyone well, and hopefully we'll be seeing more of each other in the future.